It's hard
seemed like a
living this
dream
life.
marriage between young
No, it
Jock
really
and
is.
Kendra
So
Robinson
I just got a
has
text from my
sadly
wife.
turned
She's
into a
it's a text
Their
to
wedding
me
was
and
a
her
huge
mom.
event,
She said, I'm
filled
divorcing
with
Jossie,
fans
mom.
of both love and
A blog
hip-hop
has
eagerly
accused him of
watching
cheating
the
on me.
extravagant
So I'm done.
On the
Like,
outside,
that's what
it
I'm dealing
appeared
with
to
in
be the
real life.
perfect start
Like in
to
real
their
life, see what it
together.
says?
But behind closed
Yep,
doors,
the girl who used to work
things
for
were
him. So
far from what anyone
this is what I'm really dealing with, and
There were
that's
deep
I'm gonna be as
issues that no one
transparent as
could
I could be
imagine.
because this is
Now,
what
the
happens
unthinkable
when
has
you
happened.
play like this.
Young Jock has
play on
reached
people's
his
lives.
breaking point, and Kendra has officially walked away, calling it quits on their once promising union. So, what went wrong? How did this couple, who once seemed so happy and in love, end up heartbroken and separated? The answers to these questions may surprise you. Stick with us as we reveal the shocking truth behind the end of their marriage. When young Jock, a veteran from love and hip-hop and an Atlanta-based hip-hop star, met Kendra Robinson, their connection felt destined. Jock was already a father to 8 children from previous relationships. Well known for his career in music and reality TV, he was admired for his easygoing personality and charm. Kendra, on the other hand, was his complete opposite. She was fierce, independent, and firm in protecting her identity. While they were very different, these differences were part of what made their relationship interesting and unique. In 2021, they got married, and their love story became a key storyline on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Fans were given an up-close view of their relationship, with many rooting for the couple. The chemistry between Jock and Kendra was undeniable. But soon after the wedding, cracks in their relationship started to show. One of the first major challenges was Jock's complicated family situation. With 4 different mothers to his 8 children, Kendra struggled to find her place within his already large and blended family. She often clashed with him over how she would fit into this dynamic without losing herself in the process. Kendra made it clear that she didn't want to be defined by Jock's family or his public image. But the tension didn't stop there. Rumors of Jock's infidelity began to circle, and it was clear that these rumors were taking a toll on Kendra. She grew increasingly frustrated with Jock's actions and started to question his loyalty to her. At one point, Jock admitted to past mistakes and temptations, which only fueled speculation about whether he could ever truly be faithful. Kendra had hoped for change, but their arguments, which played out in front of cameras, painted a much different picture. The trust between them was fragile, and there were many unresolved issues. Despite all of this, they still went ahead with their wedding in 2021, hoping for a fresh start. But even then, tensions continued to simmer under the surface. Tearful confessions, heated arguments, and moments of tension were caught on camera. Jock seemed genuine in his desire to prove the critics wrong and build a future with Kendra, but his actions often suggested otherwise. One of the main issues
guess what?
that
I got to
caused a
stand on mine
serious
too.
rift between
Because
them.
guess what? Let me tell you something.
Jock was
I didn't go to
determined to
college.
expand
Guess
his
what?
career,
I want
while
my kids
Kendra
to go to
wasn't so
college. So we
sure.
can say that right now.
She
I
hesitated
don't
to
want
have
them to go
more
that
children,
direction. I want them to go to
especially
college.
given
I
the
can say that with you
challenges they
too.
were already
But
facing.
don't sit here in
As they
front
tried
of
to
the
align
world,
their
in front
visions
of
for the
a
future,
medium,
the
and
strain
say,
on their relationship became
I
too
wouldn't want my son
What
or your
once
son to
seemed
be
like
like
an
you.
unbreakable bond was
Nah,
now
nah,
unraveled.
you gonna put some respect on my name. Because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of
Having more children
love
wasn't just
and
about
support.
expanding
So we
his
gonna do that,
family.
okay?
It was a dream
Because
he
I don't
held close
appreciate
to his
that.
heart.
Because there's some things
He saw
about
it as a
you
way to
that I can
solidify
say,
his
I want
commitment
my
to
daughters to be.
Kendra.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna
Tell
do
me.
that. I respect you and I love
I
you
want
enough.
I want this
Emotional
magazine to
conversation.
know.
Jock
I
confessed
respect
What
the
it is about me to
integrity.
create want your
Something
daughter.
I'm not gonna
just
do
another
that.
child,
I'm not
but a
gonna do
legacy that
that.
would symbolize
Be
their
my
love
guest.
and
I'm
I'm
devotion
not
to
gonna
each
be
other.
slighted, honey.
I'm not
Kendra,
gonna do
however,
that.
didn't share this same desire. She had her own reasons for hesitating. Her career was a top priority, and she wasn't ready to put it on hold for motherhood. Kendra reassured Jock that she wasn't rejecting the idea of having children altogether, but instead suggested that they freeze her eggs. This way, she could preserve the option of having children at a later time when she felt ready. To Kendra, this wasn't denying their future together. It was a way to protect her own timeline and control her own choices. However, Jock didn't see it this way. He felt hurt and betrayed by her decision. Freezing her eggs, in his eyes, was a sign that she wasn't fully committed to him or to their marriage. It was as if she was keeping her options open, leaving him behind. His frustration soon turned into resentment, and doubts about their future began to creep in. For Kendra, Jock's insistence on having children felt like an unfair demand. She wasn't willing to sacrifice her identity or career for anyone, not even him. Her hesitation wasn't about rejecting Jock, but about standing firm against the pressure to abandon her own dreams in favor of starting a family. What began as a simple disagreement about children soon spiraled into something much deeper. There was a growing sense of mistrust, and both of them were unsure about their shared future. The tension continued to escalate as Kendra reaffirmed her decision to freeze her eggs. Jock saw this as the ultimate act of betrayal. What had started as a simple disagreement had now turned into a ticking time bomb, one that neither of them could defuse. The love they once had, filled with hope, now seemed fractured, overshadowed by unmet expectations and irreconcilable differences. As their arguments became more frequent and intense, Jock began to distance himself emotionally from Kendra. To him, it felt as though he was being rejected and undervalued. Their relationship, which was supposed to be about building a life together, had turned into a tug-of-war over control. Kendra's desire to maintain independence and control her own destiny clashed with Jock's vision for their future. In an attempt to express his frustration, Jock allegedly told Kendra, "I'm going to do what I want too." This wasn't just about having children, it was about Kendra's refusal to compromise on her career and plans. Her reluctance to give in to his desires created a wall between them. Jock had already made sacrifices to make the relationship work, but Kendra wasn't willing to give up what she had worked so hard for. People close to the couple revealed that their arguments became more frequent and more intense, and Kendra's refusal to change only deepened the divide.
So,
to Jock, her decision was a rejection of him and everything they had worked toward together.
The whole world wasn't privy
Kendra felt
to,
misunderstood and
some of the
isolated
stuff
in
that y'all said when I was going through.
Eventually, Jock came
or
to the
the
painful
times we
realization
separated
that he
or
couldn't
that we were
continue
broke
living
up.
in a marriage where his
Even
dreams
while
and
we were
desires were
engaged,
being
or
ignored.
even while I was still wearing
After
my
so
ring,
many ups and downs, he decided to
we
call
had
it
moments where it just was like
Representatives
not
close to
happening.
the couple
But,
reported
know,
that Jock,
and things happened
devastated by
during
what
those
he saw
times
as
when
a
we weren't
fundamental
together.
flaw in their relationship, ordered Kendra to leave. He could no longer accept a future that didn't align with his dreams. Kendra, on the other hand, was unwilling to change her stance. She wasn't ready to give up on her career or give in to Jock's wishes. Their emotional separation became inevitable, despite the love they once shared. Their different visions for the future were simply too much to overcome, and their love story, once filled with hope, came to a heartbreaking end. Since their split, young Jock has focused on rebuilding his life. He has returned to his music career and remains a dedicated father to his 8 children. Though the heartbreak was painful, Jock has come to terms with the fact that sometimes love isn't enough when two people's futures don't align. He made the difficult decision to walk away from the marriage because he realized that it was the only way forward. On the other side, Kendra Robinson has focused more on her law career. She is determined and ambitious, refusing to let the end of her marriage hold her back. Kendra's journey after the divorce shows a woman who has grown stronger and more focused than ever before. Her message to women is clear: a woman's worth is not defined by whether she chooses to have children or whether she stays in a relationship just to please a man. Kendra's decision to prioritize her own timeline and career reflects the growing movement among modern women who believe that love and dreams can exist side by side.
We made our vows to move
Their split
forward.
has sparked a fierce debate among their fans.
We won't even bring
Some people
any of this
support
up.
Jock, agreeing with his
I didn't bring it
desire for a
up.
traditional
People bringing it
family
up to me.
and believing that his desire for children is valid. Others support Kendra, admiring her for staying true to herself and putting her career first. While both sides have their reasons, one thing is clear: this breakup is heartbreaking. Despite the love they had, sometimes love just isn't enough when there are fundamental differences. As one Instagram user put it, they clearly loved each other, but sometimes love isn't enough. This story is a reminder that relationships need more than just love. They require shared values, goals, and a willingness to compromise. Without these things, even the strongest bonds can break. Both Jock and Kendra made decisions based on their own priorities, and in the end, their paths diverged. Kendra chose to follow her career, while Jock realized that his desire for children couldn't be ignored. Their story is a tough reminder that sometimes walking away is the only option when two people's futures don't fit together. So, what do you think? Was it the right decision for Jock to walk away from the marriage? Or could they have worked things out? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.